Nerdlings, if you're new here, my name is Nikki. Welcome to my channel where we get nerdy. Today we're doing a try a chapter challenge with the top 4 highest rated books on my Goodreads. So I did this actually the other day and then went to go edit it this morning and realized I never filmed an intro. And so here's my intro. I did have a little bit of like what books I was going to read and their ratings. So we'll get into that clip and into the reading. I know it's a new setup today, but that is because I'm still not feeling the best, but I need to get something filmed for content. So today I'm going to do a try a chapter challenge with the top 4 highest rated books on my Goodreads to be read shelf. Well, so apparently some of these, the sequels, rank higher than the first book. So I'm going to read the first book. In the number 1 spot for ranking wise, we have The Light in Hidden Places by Sharon Cameron. According to Goodreads, this has a 4.54 average rating. So this is book 1. Book 2 is Spy Family Volume 1. This volume has a ranking of 4.51 star. Book number 3, we have In Order to Live. This has a 4.49 star. And then lastly, we have Dr. Dolittle Volume 3. I'm only reading the first chapter of the first collection in here. Coming in at a 4.48. So, we're going to do a little reading vlog, try a chapter challenge, and I'm going to rank these on which ones I'm more likely going to pick up next. Like which order I plan on picking them up after reading the chapters. Right now, my ranking, my guess is this is the order. So number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. This is how I think it's gonna, this is my prediction. Let's see if I'm right as I throw the books at you. All right, so this was only 2 pages. Well, I'm not even going to say 2 pages. Like, it was this and then a full page. Like a page and a 3/4. So I didn't know this was based on a true story. When I would shelf this at Barnes & Noble and you'd scan the barcode, it would say fiction, not nonfiction. So next time I go to the store, I'm going to bring that up to the store manager. Like, so she knows. Like, hey, this is a nonfiction book. But anyways, in that 2 pages, I was on the edge of my seat. It's pretty sad. And for me, I think, to be on the edge of my seat already because I'm scared as to what's going to happen because I understand the context. Let me set the setting for you. Poland, November 1942. That said it enough. right? So I'm intrigued for sure. I think this might move up to, this might be higher on the I need to pick up sooner rather than later rankings. So there's that one. On to number 2 in ranking order is Spy Family Volume 1. This one, the chapter is like 73 pages, but it's a manga, so it'll go quick. Alright, so this is going to be my last chance to film an update before Nikolai and Quincy get home and before Leon has a full meltdown. The 73 pages. Got through it. Absolutely love it. Super cute story. Oh my gosh, Anya is adorable. Now I'm struggling a lot on how these are going to rank. So, on to the next one, which is In Order to Live. I'll read it at some point and then update you because we got Fussy Kid and Nikolai and Quincy are going to be home from school any minute. So I'll update you again some point. Alright, so that was actually the longest first chapter. It was technically the prologue, but I'm going to count it. A whole 6 pages. I can already tell that this is going to be a book that will make me cry and I will find extremely triggering. So I'll have to read it in small doses. I should have known that given the context of the synopsis and everything. Like, I should have known that. But also at the same time, like, she is very matter of fact, very frank, with everything. She does not sugarcoat it at all. So, it's gonna be a rough read. On to our last first chapter. Let's see how this goes. All right. So I have read our 4 chapters. And I'm not quite sure how to rank these, given 2 are nonfiction and 2 are fiction. So all right, we'll start from the bottom and go to the top. Number 4, for which book I'm most likely to pick up next, is Dr. Dolittle. It's not that it's a bad beginning at all. Alright, as you saw how I read everything, I had to sit on this for days before I decided how I was going to rank them in the order of which I'm going to pick up sooner rather than later. Because 2 of them being nonfiction, and then 2 of them being very much fiction, I'm struggling with not wanting the nonfictions to come across as their stories aren't as important. Sorry, I have an eyelash in my eye. So I'll probably divide them up, fiction, nonfiction, to be honest. So, coming in at number 4 is Dr. Dolittle. This is a great story. I enjoyed it, but out of the contestants here, this one's going number 4. And then at number 3, Spy X Family. Again, I enjoyed it. I'm keeping my marker in so that I can just keep reading. I am loving this series. My husband watched the first episode of the anime and thought it was fantastic. He didn't realize I had the manga. So, in second place, we have The Light in Hidden Places by Sharon Cameron. This is going to be a gut-wrencher, and I know it. But it's very easy to read. It's not something that I'm going to have a visceral reaction to. Probably because I've read so many like this. World War II is my history era that I like to read. If it's not World War II and shipwrecks, it's ancient mythology type things. So this being my era, I've read a bunch of these type of stories already. I know how it's going to play out pretty much, but that doesn't mean it's a lesser story. So I cannot wait for that. So coming in at number 1 is In Order to Live by Yeonmi Park. This, I already know, is going to give me an extreme visceral reaction. I will cry. I will feel nauseous. I will feel very uncomfortable reading this. But that's the point. She writes in such a way that is so brutally and frankly honest that we need more of that in our nonfiction these days. She does not sugarcoat. Like on the back part of it, where is it? It literally says how she was sold into sexual slavery. That's on the back. Could you imagine what's inside? So, yeah, this is definitely going to be number 1. This is going to be what I'm picking up before the others, for sure. So, that was our Try a Chapter challenge for our highest rated 4 books on Goodreads. Let me know in the comments below if this sounds like something you'd like me to do more of Try a Chapter challenges. I honestly have been enjoying them. I think they're super fun. Make sure you like the video if you did, and then subscribe if you want to see more. But don't forget, until next time, you are loved and you are valid.